I have no idea what happened there. I think YouTube cut me off. There's nothing wrong with my internet connection. But I looked over at the chat and I'd been cut off. And absolutely no idea. But I do know that YouTube doesn't like me anymore since I left the partnership program. I didn't want the money anymore. And they've fallen out with me. They don't promote my videos. They don't do anything. So I guess disconnecting my chat is also something that they feel that they'll be able to do in the future. So I'm sorry about that, but it was not my end. Nothing happened here. I think that YouTube just disconnected my stream. And as I said, I think it's because since I left the YouTube monetary system, I didn't want any money anymore. Wasn't worth it. I think they've fallen out with me. They can't make money off me now. And they just do things like cut off the stream and stuff. So I really do apologize. I don't want to give him a new contract, but we'll see if he goes for the end of the season. I could say Garosable, and he's professional enough to get his head down. Simply can't afford it. We can't afford it, but you're not good enough. Where's he? We'll discuss at the end of the season. Yeah, okay. And then we'll sell you. And this is how it goes. I really don't feel he's just like a backup player, so there's no point giving him a new contract. I don't know if any guys who were in with me have come back. Say hello if you have. That was not me. YouTube cut me off. I don't know. I just looked over and I'd been prattling on for a while and I'd been cut off. So that wasn't my fault. YouTube had done that. If they don't like me, just say, we don't like you, don't do any videos and stuff anymore. They actually can't make any money out of me now, which is why they don't promote my videos anymore. They don't, I don't think anybody gets any notifications anymore. I know my other channel, I don't get notifications anymore. It's just bizarre. But they don't make money out of me. I'm sorry, but it was causing me problems. There we go. Okay, so if they're going to start cutting off my streams now, it's not going to be very good. So I think I'm going to go with this. That I decided. How did we find out Palace were going to play wing play, wasn't it? But I'm not buying this because we got two inside forwards. It's the wing backs that are going to be the problem. But we need to have a plan for that. I want to rest boys because the cup final's coming up in a few days, so I want fresh players. Yeah, he thinks he's lying to players again. He thinks he's going to get a new contract to the end of the season. What he's going to get is a transfer listing. It's one way to keep him happy, though. And like I said, some of these players in midfield and up top, I don't need to replace. So it doesn't interfere with the new way of thinking. Let's just do that and then reassess. Yeah, I did start with positive. I don't want to tackle harder. We're not good enough at tackling. I am happy with that team. Maybe not Finkgraf because he's struggling for fitness. So we'll bring Timon back. If I can move my mouse. I'll bring Timon back. I know about Missouri, but I want to give Garosibal some game time. And we'll just try him. I think I'm okay with that. I'm even thinking of giving Morstat a game again. Yeah, come on, let's give Morstat another chance. He was absolutely rocking before he got injured. And he's come back, he's just not the same player. So let's give him another chance. So just wondering if any of you guys made it back. Welcome back. I'd give up with YouTube. I don't know why I even bother anymore. This is a match we should be winning. Yeah, I think we need to say that. And I think I need to expect things today. And Crystal Palace, they've got Eze. Need to forget that. It's not just tight marking. I'll come to him in a minute. He needs a hard tackle and left foot. But I've got plans for these boys anyway. And he is brave, so we won't hard tackle him. We'll just do right foot. And then these two boys, let's just close them both down for now. Left foot for him. Left foot for him. Have we got a bunch of players who are right foot favoritism? Left foot again. I wonder. Hard tackle. And left foot. If I do that, that's bringing him inside. That's okay, his long shots of 9. So I'm just wondering, have I got a team full of left footers here? Right footers here, looks like. And Guedes also has a poor left foot. So I might have to totally reconsider this. If they've all got a poor left foot, then let's send them on to their left foot. All of them. I need to just check how many. And this geezer, I'm going to type mark him. It's really important to type mark him. How many right-footed players have I got? 1, 2, 3. 3. This is where it's fallen down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 left-footed players. So really I want to drive them over to the left-hand side of the pitch, which means I should focus my play down the right-hand side. So they don't want to play down that side of the pitch. Eze, we're probably going to need to close him down as well. And probably, did I get that right? Yeah, give him a little bit of a hard tackle as well. And the 2 wing backs, Velasco, and type mark him, and Arribas, and type mark him. And then hopefully we'll see the 6 across the back, which should be quite an interesting thing to see again. I haven't seen that for a while. But hopefully we've done enough there. I don't want to start in a high press because I just want to make sure they're not going to get behind me. We can always go advance up the field if things are not working out. But just for now, a mid-block should suffice. And if we just win the possession battle and then pass the ball around and move, have that movement, we'll win. But probably only because we score from a set piece, because we're really struggling to score from open play. I think the pattern is already starting to be seen here. We're going to be the better team. Even though we haven't had the possession, which is interesting. There's the ball over the top. That's why I've got the standard line. And now Diamande's injured. How many injuries am I going to have? He's going to have to come off, isn't he? He's never going to recover from that. I'm not being given any information. Oh, he is recovering. Only just, though. He's only going to make it to half-time. Yeah, I mean, this is just not right. Something is not right at the back there. And the tracking back on this wing back was terrible. I might as well not have bothered. Oh, he does have to come off, does he? That's Atom's rest. I left him off the bench, didn't I? I will have to play Badgertich. That's why the game injured him, of course. Because I left Atom to rest. That's a stupid boy. I should have realised that. I need 3. Otherwise, one's getting injured. How stupid can you get? You have to have 3, otherwise one's going to get injured. It's like wing backs. If you haven't got cover for one of you, like your left wing back, you can guarantee your left wing back will either get injured or have an absolute stinker of a game. You've got to have cover for him. Otherwise the game just takes the piss. And I didn't put cover on the bench for a centre-back. What a Dumbo. Hey Callum, welcome back. I don't know what happened there. I think YouTube cut me off. I've got no value to YouTube anymore, so they don't promote my videos. They don't see me as having any worth to them. It now seems they're just going to cut my streams whenever they feel like it. I just haven't got any value to them. I don't make them any money anymore. So I think it's horrible. Like, I make these videos and they don't promote them. And it's like, well, never mind. If nobody watches, it's fun for me to do. I didn't know they were so vindictive and that if I pulled out of the partner program, they would take this attitude. I wasn't to know. Now, what I do know is we've got to slow this game down because I can see that Palace are playing at 100 miles an hour. So I've got to slow the game down. And I think I can push up now because we are playing at a slower pace. And that means coming narrower. If I don't slow down, the way that they're playing at about 280 miles an hour. And if I don't slow the game down, they're just going to romp it. They still might because they're a poor team. So they still might beat us. The game is not going to let me win 2 in a row anyway, that's for sure. And it's all Palace at the moment, so something is wrong. We're just going to have to try keep possession. I've pushed the line up now. Possession might be the key. Well, we're coming back into it, so I was right. Once you see them playing at like 300 miles an hour, you've got to slow your tempo down. Wish these players would stop throwing themselves around, because all they're doing is injuring themselves. That's why I deliberately left get stuck in off. Because all you're doing is injuring yourselves. I've already had one injured. We should have the wing backs covered now, but he's not doing his job. Yeah, he's hopeless. He's not focused. He's probably got concentration of about 3. It's like, because he's daydreaming out there. I think we're doing better now. We've slowed it down. Learning to spot that was one of the most valuable lessons that I ever learned in FM a couple of years ago. They're not playing at 300 miles an hour anymore. You can just see it's almost like they're playing at the game at double speed and you haven't changed the setting. So I learned to recognize that a long time ago, and we've come back into the game now, although we still can't get shots on target, but that doesn't surprise me. The fact we've come back into the game, I'm not surprised, but not being able to score doesn't surprise me either, because we all night tonight we have not scored a goal from open play. I don't think. We can't score. I don't know what it is. We scored from set pieces in the last game. Perrault seems to be running the show for them. Where does he live? Left back. This guy is not doing his job, is he? Well, that's another one not doing his job. Come on. Oh, this is screwed up, isn't it? That's why. No, he should be on attack. And he should be on support. That's why it's screwed up. But actually, it's this side is screwed up. Because he should be on support. That's because it's personalised. And therefore, he should be on attack. He should be on support. And he should be on attack. Because we have the volante on this side. That's better. So he covers for the defender going missing. That screwed me up prior to the game. That could be the whole reason why we're struggling in this game. Oh, boys. One of these days you're going to surprise me and we're going to get a nice passing move and a lovely goal at the end of it. I got a funny feeling it might be about 4 years. Instead of having to rely on a corner to score. There's too much space for this geezer. Nobody's marking him, despite the fact that I've got tight marking on and I've asked the winger to tight mark him. Nobody is doing their job. Let's take that off. That didn't work. And go the other side then. Maybe they are more dangerous on the left. Another bollocking coming up, boys. Simply have to be better. Like, I don't know, every time they go into the dressing room, they have an absolute bollocking. Every single time they're in the dressing room. Another one making a sub at half time. Hard tackle, left foot. And yeah, that's right. What about this one? That looks right, but are we pulling this one inside? I don't know. Yeah, so that is correct. Yeah. Right, come on. We need a marked improvement. More stats like a dummy. We are the Hit the Woodwork World Champions. Of course we are. There wasn't a goal this time, Callum. Oh, that doesn't show me anything. I've got no idea what that's. The only time we are dangerous is at set pieces. And there's another game where once we changed things, we are now the better team. But we can't score, and that means Palace will win. Another total misrepresentation of the game. The team who's dominant, the better team, can't win again. I don't know how to win anymore. I guess is to be the worst possible team that you can be. Because when we're the best team, we lose. And it's kind of painful when it's against teams like Man United. That game we should never have lost. All that work to set up the system. And it works perfectly. To the fact that you dominate a team like Man United and then you still can't win. Right, what is going on here? Let's push the line up. I've got to go for it. Let's take that off. Take that off. Don't need that anymore. I don't want them dribbling. And actually that can come off as well because they're not exactly trustworthy. Garosabel, shocker. João Gomez, shocker. Let's get rid of some of these. 2 of them at least. Let's try that. I don't know why I keep picking Gren back on the bench either. He's just a waste of space. But boy, did he come with a glowing report when I signed him. You've got to get him in. You've got to get him in. He's absolutely fabulous. Terrific signing. Got to get him in. He's been the biggest piece of rubbish that I've ever seen. So that's what I think. Oh, now we can see the 6 at the back. But it's not making any difference. Because they're just carving us apart at will. Have I got to go even slower? But we're the better team, so I just don't understand this game anymore. I thought football was usually the better team will win. And sometimes the underdog will get a good result. Usually, though, the better team wins. But not in FM. Not in this save. Right, what other dummies have to come off here? 2 forwards. Why is he suddenly... I know why he's playing badly. He's never been the same player since he came back. But why is he suddenly playing like a twat? It'll have to be Allende. No, Scott can come on. That's it. Sub's done. I don't think we've ever had 2 league games wins on the trot for about 2 seasons. We're just simply not allowed. We've won a cup match and then a league match, but that's as far as I'm allowed to go. Right, come on, counter. Oh, God. I'm going to have to go slower. They're still playing at about 500 miles an hour. So I'm going to have to go even slower. Please, I can't explain this. I don't know. I just want to go on holiday and leave it to my assistant. Because I cannot do anything. No matter how much I prepare, all I'm allowed to do is be good in the cups. We're awesome in the cup competitions. Absolutely awesome. We're in another cup final next game. And we'll probably get to the final of the Conference League as well. So we're unbeatable in the cups. But I have absolutely no influence in the Premier League whatsoever. So I just want to go on holiday and just leave it to the assistant. Because maybe he will be better in the Premier League than I am. And I honestly am getting tired of absolutely dominating teams and then not being able to win. And for some reason, this team is unable to score goals. Despite having 2 wonder kids. And, like, I don't know. I give up. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't get excited when we get a chance anymore because I know it's not going in. Right, let's change my striker's role because that one's not working. Let's play him as an advanced forward on attack then. Get forward. And I might as well take those roam from positions off because I want them to be more disciplined now. So we'll take all those roam from positions off because that was about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Just worked in the other save, so I thought it might work in this one. But it's about as useful as a bloody chocolate teapot. Can't go roaming. Just stay in shape and do as you're told. I think I might actually regroup as well while I'm at it. Oh, what did I do there? I don't want to do that. We'll just regroup. Let's try and hold on to a 0-0. To do that, though, I'd have to come into a low block, which we might do in about 10 minutes. Just totally shut the back door. I mean, look at the space. Right, if you're going to play stupid, if this game is going to be stupid, we're going to put wing backs on defend then, so they don't go anywhere. And then I'm going to pull the line back. We're going to go into a low block with a lower line so that it's impossible for them to get behind my line. This is getting absolutely absurd. Right, we're going into a low block and we're going to have a lower line, not going much lower, but it should now be impossible. I'm even coming off the trigger press. It should be impossible for them to get behind the line. They're a team who are in bloody the last 3 places in the Prem. I know the rules, though. I'm not allowed to win 2 Premier League games back to back. I know the rules, and I shouldn't complain. I should be grateful you allow me 1. I just don't know why this save is like the way it is. I wish I bloody did. And what's quite interesting is I've asked them to regroup, and it looks to me like they're pressing. And I've come off the trigger press. It looks to me like they are pressing even more. And it's like the game is doing the opposite of the instructions that I give them. And I've seen this before. And it just almost looks like they're doing the opposite. They should not be anywhere near a press now. But look, the press is really hard that they're putting in. They should be sitting off, waiting for Palace to make mistakes. But there's nowhere near doing that. It's actually doing the opposite. So maybe I've got a bad egg in the dressing room. That's all it's going to come down to. That's why the team are not functioning as a team. Oh, God. Now we can't pass even short passes. This game is so annoying. It's like, it's one of the most annoying games that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, and I do know the rules. That I'm not allowed to win 2 back-to-back Premier League games. I know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't complain. Take that off. We don't need that on anymore. Oh, God. We've scored 1 goal this episode from open play. That's all I've been allowed. Thank God we got a couple from set pieces, a few from set pieces. Complete waste of time. I'll get some control back for the cup final, because we're brilliant in the cups. Is he saying that's a penalty, is he? Or are they just stuck together? That's outside the box, and it wasn't even a penalty. And the game's just trying to wind me up now. Alright, back to defensive. There's no point in trying to attack. Look, we've got two Crystal Palace players in the box unmarked. This is exactly what is going on, FM. They're just standing there on their own. Recalculations twice there. We'll have to settle for a point. I put both wing backs on defend anyway, so we'll have to settle for a point. That's a penalty, ref. How come there was a VAR check for the other one and not for that one when there was more in that one? I forgot. Well, we were playing against Brazil as well. Have to give credit where it's due. If you're playing against Brazil, a 0-0 defensive draw is probably quite good. Oh God, thank God I'm done for tonight. Oh my God. I think I will be very angry though if we open up and beat Arsenal in the cup final. I've not lost a cup final in FM24, but I will be very happy to relinquish that record now. Because I will be angry. If we beat Arsenal in the cup final, I'll probably be really angry. Not celebrating. I'll actually be very angry. Because I'll know the game is really screwed up. So, yeah, please do not let me win that cup final. I'm going to set it up properly as I would normally set it up, and I have time to go through the data hub and stuff. But there's no way. This team should be anywhere near winning a cup final. And if it does that, the game does that, I'm actually going to be really angry, not celebrating a win. Because look at the state of the football we play. And the very fact that we cannot score a goal, we'd have to bribe officials to score a goal from open play. And at the moment, we just can't do anything. And I've had to put them in a defensive low block, playing in a defensive mentality, just to hold on to a 0-0 draw. Because we were hopeless. Hopeless. I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed. Actually feel I don't know what the hell is going on. And so I will, if we have to play this Caribou Cup final next game, I probably will be very angry if we win that. So I have this record in FM24 where I have never lost a cup final yet. I really want to lose this cup final next week. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to deliberately sabotage it, but I want the game to represent us as we are and what it's doing here. So there's no way that Arsenal, who are where in the table? Third in the table, and probably in very good form. There's no way they should be losing that to who we are. It's a complete bunch of no-hopers who can't score a goal to save their life. And so I will be angry if we win that cup final. I'll be happy if we lose it, because that's what we're playing like. And so join me for that one, because that's going to be quite interesting. How often will you have seen an angry manager at winning a cup final? But I will be, because we have no right even to be in the final, to have come back from 4-2 down against Man United and beaten Tottenham along the way. We have absolutely no right to be anywhere near the final, let alone winning it. And if we win it, I'm going to be really angry with the game. I'm going to be totally non-celebratory. But if we lose, I'll be happier, because it's a representation of how it should be. But I'm going to set it up as I would normally set up for a cup final. Do the training now while I remember. So we'll do that. That's fine. And then we just won't bother with this. So what I would normally do is go to set pieces. We'll do penalties there, and we'll go to set pieces and do routines there. We'll do match tactics and match focus. That's all we need to do. And so that's set up for before the final. So I will set it up as I would normally set it up. But I will be very annoyed if we win it. Really annoyed if we win it. Anyway, sorry about YouTube destroying the stream earlier. But it does that to me at the moment. It just cuts me off whenever it feels like. It doesn't push my videos out anymore. YouTube actually hates me at the moment, and the reason is I no longer make money for them because I pulled out of the YouTube partner program. So I'm valueless to them, so they don't particularly care. And now they've started cutting off my streams as well. Very nice of them. Sorry about that. I apologize for them. But I'll be back with this nonsense on, I think this one is Wednesday, is it? Wednesday. And tomorrow, I think, is Sunderland. At least that one. That save is not misbehaving. But I guess it will be in time. Because I do think all this silliness is linked to your manager profile. And if you create a new save, what you should do is create a new manager, because it's saving up all the experience that you've had, all the trophies you've won, all the successes that you've had, which is why your saves then, when you start a new one, are much harder than they would be if it's a new manager. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for coming, guys. I shall see you soon. Oh, God, I didn't even know that they've moved the chat. Oh, boy. Yeah, it does seem that YouTube moved the chat. So I wasn't even able to see the correct chat either. So, yeah, that's how much they don't like me. So, sorry, guys, that I wasn't answering you. I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight, except it doesn't like me. I'm sorry, but the small amount of money they were paying me was screwing up everything my end. I know I'm not making money for them now, but that's not my fault. But they don't like me anymore. So, Thanks for coming, guys. I'm sorry I wasn't answering you. I can see all these messages now. And hey, good to see you, ZSM. It's been a long time. Joe, sorry I didn't answer you. Same offensive. And Callum, I just need to get out of this stream now. It's done my head in, not only the game, but also YouTube. And too much stress is not good for me. So I'll be back with this one on Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with a full stream tomorrow. And YouTube might leave me alone. And hopefully that one will go better tomorrow. So I'll just say, take care, be safe, and I'll see you soon.